Warning, may cause extreme student engagement.
Welcome to the Digital Dish,
your go-to podcast for all things tech and education. Hello.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back to the Digital Dish.
Episode 16.
16.
Yeah. Woohoo. We're getting there.
We are getting there. It is almost the end of the school year.
So strange to think about.
I know. Yeah. Lucky you.
Fair. But on an off note, happy belated Mother's Day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Did you have a good weekend?
Yeah, it was pretty good. If you want to introduce ourselves first.
Oh, yeah, that might be good first.
Yeah.
I am Allie, the binger of random podcasts and your ed tech coach.
Oh my God, I read that as Binger. I was like, Chandler?
Oh, fair. But no, it's binger.
Okay.
I don't even think that's a word.
I don't know. That's hilarious. I'm Katie, the full weekender and director of ed tech at West Hill. So what are these random podcasts?
So I have just been working through really off-kilter podcasts. Like I was listening to Wicked and Grim, which is a true crime podcast, and they've been going for probably 4 years now. And I was like, oh, well, I'm going to start from the beginning. It's going to take me forever. Yeah, no, I caught up. And so now I actually have to wait, which is not great. But I'm also binging like different books and like Generative AI 101. I'm binging that and lots of other ones. So I'm just all the podcasts.
How do you have time for that?
I don't even know. In the car. I'm in the car a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I'm listening to books on audio, I get like obsessed. And Vince will find me, like, when he comes home from work on the couch listening to a podcast, or not a podcast, an audiobook, and he has no idea that I'm listening to an audiobook, and I don't, like, respond, or I don't look up, or I'm, like, crying.
When you're just so emotionally involved.
Yeah. And then I'll listen to it when I'm walking the dogs and in the car, and, like, I can't wait. And then I get so, like, obsessed about it. I don't know.
That's awesome.
I love books.
Books are good. Books are good. So a full weekender. What's going on with your full weekend?
So much. We did so much this weekend. I don't remember what happened on Friday. It's too long ago. But on Saturday, we took the dogs to Run Club. We go to a Run Club every Saturday morning called Lake Effect. And yeah, very apropos, right?
Yep.
We run all winter, all summer. Every Wednesday night is like a brewery or a pub, and every Saturday is a coffee shop. So we took the dogs and did that. Where we were? Oh, out at Spill the Tea in Manoa.
Oh, very
which is
nice.
super cute if you've never been there. It's really cute. And then we went golfing with my parents at Sunset in Marcellus. So we were kind of zooming around town. Then we went to the 315 Brewery in Camillus.
Wow.
So we had a long day. And then when I got home, I had to get the dough ready for Mother's Day, my sourdough. I made focaccia and I made bagels.
Yum.
But the dough has to bulk ferment for 8 to 10 hours, depending on what you're making. So I had to make the dough Saturday night to bulk ferment overnight. And then in the morning, I had to do the shaping and the resting and the cooking.
Wow.
And
That's
I made
awesome.
pretty flat tomato flowers on the focaccia. It was really pretty.
That is really cool.
Yeah. It was a full day. And so, like I alluded to the fact that we're doing projects, we also all made, like, little clay pots or whatever. I made a little garlic saver, and I made a little spoon holder, and I made a little candle holder,
Aw,
tea light.
that's awesome.
Yeah. But it was really fun. My niece, who's 4, I think. 4. Yeah, she must be 4 going on 5. Or 5 going on. Oh my! I'm losing track of time. Yeah, I know my sister's not going to be listening to this, so she won't be offended. She enjoyed herself thoroughly, so she kept saying no boys allowed and telling Papa to go away.
Oh, all right.
Because Papa was, hanging out around the food in the kitchen and
Great place to hang out.
No boys allowed. Yep. It was really good, fun day. But I'm exhausted still. It's Tuesday. Still recovering.
That's good though. It sounds like a great weekend. Great full weekend, but a good weekend.
And you went to a baseball game?
I did for Mother's Day. That's what my mom wanted to do. So we went all the way down to Binghamton and watched the Rumble Ponies.
I love that name.
It was a very low game. Like I don't think they even got the first run until the bottom of like the fifth.
Oh, well, that's a long game.
Yeah, it was a very long game, but it was a good, like the skies were beautiful and it was a good family day.
Good.
And so Paul, my boyfriend, doesn't do a lot of sports stuff. And so he wanted a shirt that says, "I'm just here for the food, go sports."
Oh.
So of course I made it for him.
You with a cricket?
Yep.
Oh, I love it.
So I'll have to show you pictures because
Yeah.
it was really funny. And he was like, yeah.
That's cool.
And we were able to come back and have dinner with his mom. So
Oh, nice.
big day.
Yeah, big day. I usually try to do nothing on Mother's Day, usually. But I don't know why I got a wild hair and decided I was doing all the things.
But they were fun projects,
Yeah.
right? I mean, I know you were
Yeah.
excited about online shopping for all the items for the
Oh,
projects.
yeah, we did. Allie helped me make the list because Allie works at Michael's, and I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I'm not, like, super artistic. So it was nice to have someone to help me make my list.
I got you.
So what are we talking about today?
So I think we decided on digital citizenship, especially with getting to the end of the school year.
Yeah, we did. And a little bit of like cybersecurity. Cybersecurity month is October, actually, but just to kind of close out the year-ish, we're not quite there yet, but
We're almost like just
we had nothing
just a
else to
couple
talk about,
reminders.
okay?
I mean, we got a lot to talk
No,
about.
I know, I'm
but
kidding. That was the last thing on the list of things to talk about.
Oh, wah. Well, I really
No,
enjoy digital
I know, I'm
citizenship, especially when it comes to like teaching our students like how to behave online and things like that. And a lot of the troubles that a lot of people, not just West Hill, but a lot of people are running into, can really kind of be not necessarily thwarted, but at least guided easier when it comes to digital citizenship. So there's a great curriculum on Common Sense Media, which is free for educators. And it's all research based, has a lot of really great videos and projects and things like that. There's also Kids Smart. And one of the main things that I really wanted to kind of stress was that if it looks too good to be true, then it is. So social media, emails, text messages, all sorts of things. Though I did get a funny text message. It was a group chat that said that my Easy Pass money was owed. I was like, oh, in a group chat.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I've gotten a few of those.
Yeah, because I'm totally going to be like, oh no, and then click on it. Like,
Yeah.
But I'm sure there are people who accidentally do. But yeah, that was. I looked at it and I looked at my brother who's in IT and looked at it again. I was like, nice try.
Yeah. Can you explain to all of our educator friends what Common Sense Media is and how to get to it?
So commonsensemedia.org is a free website that hosts so much, not just digital citizenship curriculum and things like that. It's all over the world, and it is sourced through a website called EdWeb as well, which gives us free professional development for a lot of different topics. So I kind of got hooked in there several years ago, and I was able to access a whole free curriculum that was teacher research based and very easy to put right directly into my classroom very quickly. Excuse me. All the slide decks are already done. You really just have to, it's legit scripted.
The lesson plan.
The lesson plan is super scripted. You don't have to follow it. I never do. But, everything else is already done, including the projects for your students. And for those who are just starting out, it's a great jumping off point. At least I go probably once or twice a week still, just to kind of grab ideas and make sure that I help educators as much as I can.
Yeah, and they also have a section for parents, too. So if you're talking to your students' parents about screen time and online safety, especially for the littles who are on iPads and things like that. There's some really good articles and talking points for parents. So you could always send something home, as a summer reminder, to keep kids safe online and talking to them about online safety and giving away personally identifiable information and
Right. And there's also, like, if you're not entirely sure if a specific topic or website or movie is appropriate for your child, it scores it and says, hey, it's really great for 6 through 8 instead of, trying to hand it over to your 5-year-old.
Yeah, and I remember using this as a teacher, looking for websites and apps to use with my students, and it would rate them. Other teachers wrote reviews on them, and then it would also give like a data privacy rating. So it's just a wealth of information.
And it's free.
And it's free.
Who doesn't love free for educators? Free! No, but the group is, so I'm part of the ambassador group too. So like it's a wealth of information. Like if we're not entirely sure of something, I can always ask the Brain Trust, and they're more than happy to give information.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like the Brain Trust.
Absolutely.
So my focus today is on more of the adult side of cybersecurity, and I know that around here people are probably going to roll their eyes and say, oh, she's talking about this again. But as we're going into the summer, it's really important for you to protect yourself. And I'm not just talking about your work accounts, but really for your personal accounts, because things have evolved so quickly over the last 10 years since, when I was a young adult, it was MySpace, and now it's Facebook and Twitter and all these things. And so hackers and bad people have gotten better at what they do. I know that they target very vulnerable populations, people who fall for things easily and who are very trusting. But they do this thing called social engineering, where they learn all about you through social media, through things they can find online. They target a demographic, and then they either call you or text you or email you, acting as if they were like the bank or Home Depot or whoever, and ask you to verify your account number or your password and things like that. And then they're gathering all this information from you without you even realizing it. And so one of the things that you can do to not fall for that is, one, the bank is never going to call you and ask you for your account number ever. And this happened to somebody I know, that they thought the bank had called them and verified their account number, and they stole their entire savings account.
Oh.
Thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars.
No.
And, the person was younger than me. So it can happen to anyone at any time. I mean, I know my aunt has almost gotten scammed, or has gotten scammed a few times, and she's older. So it can happen to any age group. They prey on fear. They want you to act quickly, and they threaten you sometimes that something bad is going to happen, or they're going to release pictures of you, or whatever. Like, it could be anything. They often use scare tactics to get you to act quickly. If you think, have you ever seen the show Catfish? It's like a catfish,
Same kind of thing, yeah.
Yeah, same kind of thing. They just manipulate you. So it's really scary. Just be on the lookout. Don't trust anybody that calls you at all.
Except if it's your family member.
Yeah.
I still wouldn't give my information that kind of way. Like, no, but still.
Well, even a person that I know was on Facebook and wanted to go to some garage sale event, and the person running the group asked for her address, and she gave it to them on Facebook as a comment in Facebook.
Oh,
and it's like, oh, you really shouldn't give your address out to anybody. Or
Yeah, no.
yeah, never give your personal information to somebody that you don't know. And that's the other thing, another tip that I might have is, don't accept friend requests from people that you've never met. And even if you get a friend request from someone that you know, but you're like, oh, I thought I was friends with them. Don't hit accept right away, and just go through your friends list to see if they're there. And if they're already there, it's likely that they're being, what do you call it?
It's the duplicated.
Yeah, profile, right?
Yeah.
So they're like acting as your friend to learn more about you to get access to your Facebook account.
What's a great way, sorry to interrupt, but
Yeah, no.
what's a great way to kind of figure that out too is, so I always click on the profile and see how long it's been actually like created. And if it's like some random guy in like California, I was like, okay, well, first of all, I've never been to California. I
Yeah.
would love to go at some point, but never been. And your account's been active for 2 days.
Yeah.
Hard
Right.
no.
Right.
No.
Right. And you can't even go on based on the friends list either, because other people might have already fallen for it.
Right.
And that's happened to a couple of my friends before. Don't click on any links that you get in Facebook Messenger, because that can steal your Facebook password and you can get hacked.
Yes.
So many things.
Including like, so have you ever seen those like, hey, back in 2011 list of things that you liked at this point, and then if they're still true, yeah, that's how they get your information.
Yes.
Like don't fall for that kind of stuff. I know it's pretty cute to see, like, and fun to see what happened 15 years
Like,
ago
or what
whatever,
kind of
but-
princess you are.
Right. Like that's how they get your
Yeah.
information.
Yeah. And I would watch this documentary on Netflix. I think it was called Hacked.
Oh, I love that documentary.
I think that was the one where Cambridge Analytics is a company in the UK. They have over 1,500 pieces of data on every single American, and it's through social media.
Absolutely.
It's through quizzes that you take. When you want to see like, oh, what celebrity do I most look like? That's facial recognition, and they're stealing your data points of your
Absolutely.
face. So just be super, super cautious.
We're not saying don't go on social media. Enjoy your life.
Yeah, don't be scared.
on social media. Don't be scared. Just make the smart
Be
choices.
cautious. Yeah. Yeah. So that's social engineering. Phishing is different. Phishing is
We're
a
not
hack-
talking like in the lake
yeah,
with
not-
the pole.
Yeah, I wish.
I know that would be a lot of fun.
Today would be a great day to do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we're not talking about phishing F, but phishing PH, and that's like what is considered a one-to-many action. So like a hacker will create an email that looks like it's coming from Netflix. And it will say, oh, your account has been compromised. Click here to reset your password.
Verify your account.
Verify your
in
account.
24 hours.
And you click on it, and then you put in your Netflix account username and password, and then they've just stolen it. It's very easy to do from a phone because the URL, you can't see the entire thing. But one thing you can do is check the email address it's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
If you click on the little drop down at the top of the email where the from address is, it might say Netflix, but when you click and drop it down, it might be like blah, 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 blah at gmail.com. That's not Netflix.
Right.
So be very careful. Don't click on anything that you see in an email like that. If you feel like you need to change your password, go to netflix.com and change your password.
Absolutely. And a lot of those phishing emails also, they have generic greetings. So they're like, hello, user, or hello, Netflix Prime member, like whatever it is.
Yeah.
So it just be aware.
Hello, full weekender.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, I said no belly laughs. Okay. I'm a little louder on the podcast than Katie is, so we were talking about it.
Well, I turned her mic down a little bit. Oh, no.
All right, so moving forward on the
Yeah.
serious topic.
Yeah. One more thing, and this is not for work. I mean, it is for work because we have it at work, but this is for you and your personal life. 2-factor authentication. So anytime you can, set it up for any account that you can, especially bank accounts and your social media. Don't use the same password you use for Kohl's that you use for Chase. That would be really bad. And use passwords that are not easy to guess. Like I use a whole word, but I change all the vowels to numbers, and then I use special characters also. Or you can use a password keeper. I use keeper.com. It's a keeper app, but there's other things like LastPass that will generate like a 30-character password for you, and then you don't have to remember it. It just fills it in for you. So for your personal protection, please do not use the same password for everything, because what happens is, Kohl's server might get hacked, And because they don't really care about data privacy or data protection, because they're there to sell things, they might not have like the latest and greatest security protocols. So they might get hacked, and then they'll get your email and your personal information that you put into Kohl's, like your birthday, and then your password. And then they'll go and try it on every other website that you might be using, including the banking websites. So just be really, really careful there.
Absolutely. Like, so it's, and there's been more and more like hacked accounts, especially from retailers. So we got to be super careful. Always check your information. Keep an eye on it. Google yourself every once in a while.
Yeah,
That's
shut
always
down
fun.
your accounts if you're not using them anymore. Change your password often.
Absolutely.
And if you need to send this podcast to someone in your life that needs to hear it, you go right ahead. I might be sending this to a few people.
You know, it's always a good idea to just reminders for that, or
Yeah.
even if you want to share it with your students.
Yeah. And hopefully it's not like it's lighthearted enough that it's understandable. And an audio, audio learning is not great for everyone, but for those that might get some benefit out of it, hopefully. Yeah, send it along.
Absolutely. And it's again, don't be scared. It's just ways to protect yourself. That's all, especially with the summer coming up. And some teachers, like myself, if I'm not at work, I don't check my email often, as Katie knows.
Do I?
What?
What?
Every time, like if we have a break and I log in, like pop on for something, I can see like all the messages from Katie.
Oh, they're just there in holding pattern.
Yep. I
'Cause
just
I
think it's
know.
funny.
Yeah.
'Cause every time I pop on, it's zoop.
It's like I need to get it out of my brain. So I put it in there knowing that I'm not going to get anything back for,
Right.
a week.
Which is great, and I love it. Like I love popping on and seeing all the
Now
kind
you
of
feel
things.
special.
I feel really special. So again, it's just to make sure that everybody's safe and keep safe and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So, do we have anything coming up?
I don't even know.
I don't even know what day it is most of the time.
I know it's a
don't know why
Tuesday.
It's been so busy lately. It's been cray-cray.
Cray, super cray. I know that there are, like, I'm doing a Mad Learn session, not this Friday, but next Friday, to learn about what Mad Learn is, and it's all app creation and with
Is
students.
that the 23rd?
Yes.
We have that off.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, never mind.
Some
guys.
districts do. Some districts don't.
Because snow day give back, right?
Yeah.
Which is
yeah.
weird because we had
It's a
quite few snow
perfect
days this
day
year.
to join Mad Lab. Mad Learn?
Mad Learn.
Mad Learn.
Yeah, if you want to come hang out with me and do some app creation, it's always fun. Usually I bring snacks.
Ooh.
Yeah, chocolate. Lots of chocolate. And then I know I have one on Cami in a couple weeks.
Oh,
Which is
fun.
exciting.
That's always a good one.
Yeah.
And I like Cami because they're pretty like what they don't change is the same things. They don't change all the tools, but what they do change are like more and more added features.
Absolutely.
And I love that they're constantly evolving and changing to like meet the needs of teachers. So it's a good product.
It really is, and it's been around for a long time, and I feel like the items that everybody seems to like are not changing.
Right.
Which is awesome.
I guess that's what I was trying to say, not in so eloquent
That's okay.
ways.
I'm reiterating for you.
Yeah. Yeah, bringing it back. I'm rambling.
That's okay. We tend to ramble, and that's all right. That's all right.
So we're out there. If you wanted to get in touch with one of us, you could email Allie. She's in the district every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
And then I have an appointment calendar that you can sign up for time if you're in West Hill. If you're not, you can contact us through the website at bit.ly/digitaldishpod.
We are on YouTube, Spotify, all the podcast places.
Yeah, Facebook, Apple
Instagram.
Podcast. Yeah,
All the things.
we're out there.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I think we're good.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. Have a
Have a
good
good
day.
one.